Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, is going to be the March Readathon announcement video, which I am so excited to share. I will say bear with me as I figure out this new filming setup because I moved 3 days ago as I am filming this, and I think I have I obviously know I'm going to film in front of these bookshelves, but right now, if I'm being honest, you're set up on a little stand, which I have to move from halfway across my room, and I'm kneeling on a blanket, and so that's what I'm doing right now, so bear with me as I figure this out. And if you see me moving around, it's because I am not seated, I am kneeling, so I'm gonna have to adjust the way I kneel throughout filming. Like right now my knees are already starting to hurt and we're a minute into this filming session. But with that aside, let's share a little bit about what March is. So March is hosted by myself, Clint from Reads Reader, and Lori from the Chatty Bookworm. We are all co-hosts for BA, or Book Addicts Anonymous, which is our queer book club. I forgot what it was called for a second. I haven't filmed in a hot minute. I have 2 videos that I filmed at my old place that still need to be uploaded, and then I haven't filmed in like 3 weeks. So words are not wording. But it is a book club that we host that is dedicated to queer rom-coms or rom-com adjacent books, where we just read them, spread queer joy, talk about them, and all of that. And Clint and I last year did do March, which is a male based readathon where the goal is to read as many male books as possible. And we're doing that again this year. I'm so excited because I've been in slump mode, especially the last month. I've literally read 1 book in 2025 so far, and that was our January group book. So yeah, but this is just going to be me rambling. So let me just talk a little bit more about the rules, when this is happening, and all of that. So March is taking place the entire month of March. So the entire month. You don't have to read books the entire month. If you wanted to just read them for a little bit in the month, that's still great. We have an entire bingo board, which I'll pop up here for just a moment, but we'll talk about that in a second. But it is bingo board based. So you will read books based on the prompts to try to get a bingo. A bingo is a line in any direction, or you could go for a blackout. We really don't have any rules. You can double, triple, quadruple up. Our group book, which I will talk about in just a second, fits so many of the prompts. I think it fits, I want to say 11 of the prompts, 10 or 11. It's quite a bit. So honestly, if you just read our group book, you probably could get a bingo. I haven't actually figured it out for myself. If you can get an entire bingo with it, but you definitely can get close to with just reading our group book, which is The Prospects by K.T. Hoffman. I don't know anything about this really. Clint is the one that picked up most of the books for the book club, and I'm just like, they all sound good. Sounds good to me, and I haven't really looked into the books otherwise. I want to go in blind, just knowing that they are queer and that hopefully I'll enjoy them. Let's jump into the bingo board. I do have to look down here because my laptop is in front of me with the bingo board and the prompts, but I will pop it up here so you can take a look. Clint designed this. This looks amazing. This is better than I could have done. We have our little sheep because the whole thing about BA is of reading queer books. We are kind of the black sheep of society right now, especially in the US, not getting into that, but we are considered kind of like the black sheep. So we turn that into the rainbow sheep. We are the rainbow sheep of society, reading queer books, and so that's kind of the theme of like the little sheeps. So yeah, so I will go from the top left corner across, and then we'll just go through each prompt. And yeah, they are all pretty self-explanatory. A lot of them are tropes, things about the cover, genres, how you read it, that type of thing. These are very broad. You can stretch these to your imagination. So we will start with small town. So a book that takes place in a small town. Whatever to you is considered a small town. Like, I live in what's considered a small town compared to other places, but some people might consider towns a lot larger than mine small towns. So whatever your interpretation of small town is, I usually say, is there like a tight-knit community? Is there like people that really know each other in the community? That type of thing. Next is animal on the cover. This can be any animal, just an animal on the cover. You could also technically stretch this probably by animal in the title, because technically if there's an animal on the cover, like the word of the animal is on the cover, so you could stretch it that way. A YA book, so anything that's within the YA age group. A buddy read, so buddy read a book with somebody, read the prospects with us, that would be considered a buddy read. Anything like that. Popular, so a book that is considered popular, whatever your definition is. If you think it's popular, it fits. Green on the cover, so any book that has just a little bit of green on the cover. A recommended, this also kind of goes hand in hand with popular because a lot of popular books are recommended, so just any book that you have been recommended, whether it be by a friend on BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk, like somebody in your personal life, just anything like that. An author you've read before, so is there an author that you've read a book by before that you want to read, whether it be the sequel or another book that they've wrote? Read it for this. Group book, so you could read our group book, or if you are participating in another like book club, readathon, read along, whatever, that has a group book that is a male book, it will count. Also, this is a total side note, it feels so weird filming in this new place because I'm like, we have an old couple upstairs and I have no idea who lives next door. So I'm like, if you're hearing me, get used to it. Next is a friends to lovers. So just where the characters are friends, they turn into lovers. I personally love this trope. I've started loving this trope more recently. So friends to lovers. A new to you author, so a author that you have never read before, which for me at least, the prospects works because I've never read a KT Hoffman book. Next is fake dating, so the fake dating trope, another one I love. I'm excited to figure out a book to read for this. The next is just the free space, which is just the little rainbow sheep where you just read whatever your heart desires that fits within the readathon, so any books counts. The next is sports, so a book featuring sports. I think I might know what I'm going to read for this because I might do a reread of a book, well, of the entire series. Clint, you might know what one I'm thinking of, hockey. The next is adult, so any adult book. The next is nature, which this is very open to interpretation. We kind of didn't discuss exactly what this meant. My brain goes like it can be set in nature, or there could be nature elements on the cover like trees, grass, water, anything. It's kind of up to your heart's desire. Person on the cover, very explanatory. person on the cover, whether it be an actual person or an illustration of a person, kind of up to interpretation. An ebook, so anything read ebook, again, pretty self-explanatory and very open. A short read, so whatever for you is considered a short read. I personally say like under 300 pages, for me at least personally, is a short read. If for you a short read is something shorter or even a little longer than that 300, go for it. But whatever you consider a short read compared to like your normal reading, like if you're used to reading like 500-600 page books, a 350 page book might seem short to you. So it's kind of up to your reading and how you read. If you read a lot of short books like 250-300 pages, maybe try to go for one like under 200, but whatever's short to you. A mystery or a thriller, again, pretty self-explanatory, something that fits within the mystery or thriller genre, however much that may be. An audiobook, so listen to an audiobook, again, pretty self-explanatory. Spicy, so anything that's a little spicy, which is my favorite type of book, so I'm so glad that Clint put this on here. So anything that's just a little bit spicy, has some smut scenes or whatever your interpretation of spicy is. An indie author, so anything that's either self-published or by an independent publisher, so really nothing that is the traditional published popular presses. A romantasy, so a fantasy romance, so anything in that genre. This is one that I have no idea what I'm gonna read, so I have to take a look at my TBR. I don't think I own any, so I will have to take a look on my Kindle and at my library to see what they have. So we will see. And then finally, a book that is a part of a series. So you could read book 1 in a series, you could finish off a series, read any book that's in a series. I would also say like companion novels could also kind of count if you want to stretch it, because stretching is allowed. That sounded very, very, very sexual after thinking of it. Oops. I don't know if I'm leaving this in. But yeah, those are the prompts. If you have any, if you need any help with any of the prompts, just let me know in the comments below. I'll try to respond with some recommendations, because I did not have the time to make recommendations for each prompt, because I'm literally still unpacking and my life is chaotic right now. So yeah, but if you need any recommendations, just leave a comment below and I will try to get back and see if I know any books that fit what you were looking for. But yeah, I think that's all the information. I will be tagging Clint and Lori and their videos down below, as well as the Instagram, our Twitter. I think that's all we have right now. So all the social medias will be linked down below, as well as I'll try to link a copy of the bingo board in the description as well. So yeah, the description will have all the information. If I magically missed any, we might be doing reading sprints. We might do some reading sprints throughout the month. We haven't set anything like that in stone. It kind of depends on all of our schedules, and if we can get onto sprints, I'm hoping that at least we can do it once. Fingers crossed, we will eventually figure that out, and when we do, we will post it on, for sure, the Instagram, and then our personal social medias as well. So keep an eye out for those. But I do think that is everything. So let me know in the comments below if you will be joining us, and if so, what prompt are you most excited for? But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it will really help my channel grow. And I'm now holding myself accountable to actually film stuff, because I have a lot more time to do it. I didn't really have much free time before, but now I have quite a bit more free time, as my free time before was spent with my boyfriend, but I live with him now, so I don't really have to worry about needing free time to see him because I can see him any point. So I'm really hoping to be better with YouTube. Somebody hold me accountable, please. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I already said that, so bye!